we're going to break down two excellent methods for finding the least common denominator, or LCD, when working with fractions. First up is Method 1, listing multiples. This is the most straightforward approach, and it works great for small numbers. Here's how you do it in 3 simple steps. First, list out the multiples of your first denominator. Next, list out the multiples of your second denominator. The very first number that appears on both of your lists is your LCD. Let's use the example of adding 1/6 plus 3/8. We need the LCD for the numbers 6 and 8. The multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and so on. The multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. As you can see, 24 is the first number they have in common. Simple as that. The big pro of this method is that it's very easy to understand. However, the con is that it can get very slow and tedious if you're working with larger numbers like 36 and 48. You'd be writing for a while. Now, let's move on to Method 2, prime factorization. This is the most powerful and reliable method, especially when you have larger or trickier denominators. This also has 3 steps. First, you break down each denominator into its prime factors. Think of these as the number's basic building blocks, like 2, 3, 5, and 7. Next, you identify the highest powers. For each prime factor, you find the maximum number of times it appears in any single breakdown. Finally, you multiply these highest powers together to get your LCD. Let's use the same example, 1/6 plus 3/8. First, we break them down. 6 is 2 times 3. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 cubed. Next, we find the highest powers. The unique factors are 2 and 3. The most 2's we have in any one place is 3 of them, from the number 8. The most 3's we have is just 1, from the number 6. Finally, we multiply those highest powers, 2 cubed times 3. That's 8 times 3, which gives us 24. As you can see, we get the same answer. The pro of this method is that it's efficient and always works no matter how large the numbers are. The only con is that it requires you to know how to find prime factors.